Good afternoon and good evening to all of you, depending on where you are at the moment. I'm here to share with you my thoughts on internationalist sisterhood solidarity for planet repairs to attain co-liberation for our Mother Earth. India and Ghana are sisters born out of the decolonial movement. We gifted the world Rani Lakshmibai, Queen Mother Ya Asanteva, Mahatma Gandhi, Kwame Nkrumah, and so many sons and daughters who have fought and continue to fight to protect our beloved Mother Earth. In the mid-20th century, sisters in Africa and Asia led the world towards independence from direct political colonialism. Although it was crucial then, yet remnants of colonialism remain entrenched in many of our minds till today. The urge to ape the West and feel ashamed of who we are has led to some of us wearing white wigs when we sit as judges in the courts even today. Or to feel ashamed if we aren't able to communicate in any of the colonial languages. We are now hooked on to KFC chicken and McDonald's burgers and so many cola, disregarding our traditional food, which are not only nutritious but also sometimes locally available. But we claim that we are environmentally conscious and we know a lot about carbon footprints, etc., when we expect our bananas and potatoes to travel half the world to reach our plates. I recently came across this news from Ghana for dismissing schoolgirls for criticizing the president. It depicts the patriarchal repression of coloniality for girls not only in Ghana today but across the world. Because it is very similar to what is happening in India, where eminent people in power gets offended by criticisms by the same people who are supposed to represent. The case of Ghanaian girls being dismissed from school shows the huge repression of women voices and violation of human rights, of freedom of speech and expression in the so-called democratic countries in Global South. Is this the freedom for which Matungini Hajra, Bina Das, Ama Nkrumah, Hana Kojo, and many others across the world who gave up their life for? Is this a democracy for which Jhalkari Bai, Bashanti Devi, Mabel Dove Dankwa, Sophia Oboshi Doku, and other women risked their lives for? It is high time that we accept that we have not been able to free ourselves from the shackles of coloniality. Let us accept that we are not modern, but more primitive than primitive. We are not democratic, but more undemocratic. It is through acceptance of this miseducation and a collective endeavour to unlearn and relearn will we be able to pave our way towards collective healing, towards collective repairs of our hearts, minds, and soul. Our collective healing and repair will spiral into repairing our families, our community, our planet, our Mother Earth. The decolonial movement was and still is not just about political independence. It is true independence from coloniality in all spheres, including our thoughts and actions. It might occur to some of us that what difference does the action of one person make on this earth? Or how can I, as an individual, change the world? It is important to remember that if this is what, say, Mother Ya Asanteva or Queen Lakshmibai or Mahatma Gandhi or Nelson Mandela would have thought in this way, in this manner, then we wouldn't have been able to see the light of today. We probably wouldn't have been able to sit and talk as we are right now. None of us are alone in this process of attaining liberation for ourselves. We are only made to feel that we are isolated, so that our collective forces do not become too threatening to colonialism and its black-skinned, white-masked puppets of neocolonial slaves which we find in Global South today. This is the isolation of our communities are to maintain the status quo that colonialism has been able to create to continue with the destruction of the planet. And this status quo, if maintained, can help continue the destruction of the planet. Martin Luther King once said that injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. To protect ourselves and our communities, it is important that we support and extend our solidarity to those demanding justice in other parts of the world. Let us build connections among communities in Asia, Africa, Abiyala, and other parts of the world who are resisting climate destruction. The communities are protecting our homes, our land, our people, our culture, our traditions, our languages, our identities, and our existence. Our strength for fighting injustice shoulder to shoulder stems from our lived experiences of the destruction of our Mother Earth and the plundering of our sacred rivers, hills, mountains, and forests. Our shared love for Mother Earth brings the continents of Asia, Africa, Abiyala, and Oceania even closer. It is through these sharing of experiences of our communities can we begin the process of repairs of ourselves and our planet in the spirit of one love. We need to do this for our own sake, for the sake of our future sons and daughters and children, for the liberation of our communities. We need to organize ourselves as a majority of the world to protect Mother Earth from any further destruction. We can and we will. Won't we? Thank you.